will conclude our third operating month, so our first quarter. So instead of just the regular profit and loss for the month, I will be reviewing the budget versus actual for the first quarter portion. The first quarter would be equivalent to 25%. That would be our on-target projection. So to date, we have a little over 8% of our certified user fees. We have received a number of checks this month of March, so they are not reflected yet through the closing of February. So 8% is low. Obviously, we'd want to be more at that 25 or actually 50% of those funds because we receive the certified fees twice a year. But we don't know what will happen towards the end of the fiscal year. They do send out quite a bit of checks. Regardless, we're at 8% for our certified fees. Did anyone have any questions on what certified fees are? Do we remember? Okay.
Well, why don't you go ahead and...
certified fees, let's see, at the end of July, I will go over all of our user account balances. Anybody who's delinquent and hasn't paid attention to my warnings, if they don't pay them, then I take any unpaid balance, put them on their property taxes, put them over to the county. They apply them to the homeowner's property tax. And when they pay their property tax, the county cuts us a check. And they do that twice a year.
It might help you, Dan, and that is that for us, correct me if I'm wrong, Jesse, we apply all funds received to sewer first for water and sewer customers, then to water. But there are some that are sewer only, and that's maybe where the certification fees, like we can't turn them off. Would that be correct?
Yeah. And most of them would be LIDs also. Okay. Vacant land, we can't turn any services off. But yeah, this year, once I certify any unpaid LIDs, we are totally and completely done with LIDs. So we'll keep that in mind as we budget in further years. We'll see that decline in numbers for that budget because we will not be receiving LID funds from that. So anywho, moving down the list, we're right on target with sewer late fees at 25%. We're a little bit over on our sewer user fees at 27%, so that's nice. Nothing yet for sewer inspection or sewer hookup fees. I expect construction season is upon us, and we will start to see those. Water late fees, we're a little bit under at 16. Our water bond is right on target. That's consistent every month. And our water O&M fees are a little under at 21. We'll see both the late fees and the water O&M increase as the budget does call for our summer overage charges. So that will start to catch up closer to our projected amounts. So that's normal to see 21% at this time of year. So in total for income, we're at 23%. Again, that would be that water overage and summer billing. Any questions on the income side? All right, moving on down to expenses. Sewer maintenance, we're just at 2%. I know that we have not, we all know last month we purchased that big pump that we have going into the triplex. So next month we'll see that percentage and amount increase. We also need to get our land app site up and running, which the operators will talk about in detail, but we will start to see that percentage and number increase as we start operating more. We're kind of in hibernation mode at this point. Water maintenance, we're at 11%, so we're under. That's nice, and we will see what the rest of the year brings us. Vehicle expenses right on target, 24. Contract labor with snow plowing, then we'll move into lawn maintenance. Director's fees on target, dues and subscriptions. Office supplies, I haven't needed to buy anything too much. Right on target with system operator. Property taxes is at 60%. We pay those twice a year, so that's on target. Bonner County will be the next one, and we have much less property taxes in Bonner County. So we'll see as our fiscal year goes on, that percentage will even out. Postage and delivery, we are slightly high in there. luckily it's nothing by a thousands amount. It's, you know, $100
It's just
to
increases,
fill.
right?
Yeah. Kind of hard to predict with them, but yeah, the postage and delivery can go up too if we have notifications on the backs of bills and things like that. But increased users, whatnot. Then printing and production, we will see that one even out. Also, we posted for our budget. We've advertised for an employee. We've done the first round of our second phase of the water improvement project notification. We know we're going out for a second bid, so we're basically right on target with that. It's not something that we just keep incurring costs throughout the year, so we'll see that even out as well. Everything else right on target: bank fees, assessment fees, office maintenance and cleaning. We're under for accounting. I have already started on pre-audit work. I've had Jeff, our pre-auditor, in the office. We're wrapping up the pre-audit, and then Scott is expected to be in here probably the last week of June. That's where he got us in the schedule. So that'll keep Jeff and I right on target to get everything turned over to our main auditor, Scott.
By what time?
What do you mean?
How long will it take him to?
It takes about a month. Yeah.
That was.
Yep.
And this is auditing 2023 through November, right?
December 22 through November 33. So what we just closed down. Yeah. And we always wait at least until January to get started, make sure any invoices trickle through that might have been part of the last fiscal year. So we're right on schedule there. Engineering fees below. I did just get the updated GIS map from Keller, so we're all updated and good to go there. If you guys would like to see the updated map, let me know. I'll email it right over. Then legal fees under, and then telephone, utilities, all that gets wrapped up into our utility budget. So we'd want to see that at 25. We're at 22. Again, we'll probably see electricity go up as we pump more in summer. So everything is right on target. It's our first quarter, but everything's looking real good. So, any questions?
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Property tax in Bonner County, is that Reservoir 4 up there, or what?
Yeah, so basically right at that, like Cape Horn Estates, right when that starts, you see that Cape Horn Estates booster, and where that corner comes in, that whole section is Bonner. So we have the Cape Horn Estates booster up there in the corner. Yeah. So minimal property taxes, but yeah.
A treatment site? Is that out in Bonner?
Actually, technically not in our boundary lines. It's up at the top of Cherokee, but yeah. So.
Do we pay taxes on it?
Yeah, it's in Bonner.
It is in Bonner.
It is in Bonner, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There's no sign going up the road that says you're in Bonner County right now. No,
oh no, he's getting his map in Bonner.
yes.
Yeah, I have a question. Earlier, when I came in and I had you look up the ICRAMP insurance.
Yes.
So that item on the first sheet, scroll down, 8200, 8201. That would the 10,500. So that's half of. That's the same thing, but here we're getting 0% of next month.
Yeah, so we're paying it this month. Yeah,
Okay.
So next month when I report on that, we'll see it, and then this will show 50%, and again that'll be right on target. Then we'll pay it the next one. Yeah, ICRIM, legally required to have that insurance. All the Idaho counties and cities have water districts, school districts.
All right, thank you, Jesse. Operator report, please, Bob.